All right, so before I started the Mindful Muscle Challenge, weight-wise, I was at 169, and I was hoping to gain some lean mass. I was not tracking anything, which was one of my biggest workout errors, basically. I didn't really track anything with nutrition, period. And then I would kind of loosely track what weights I was doing. And I was kind of varying up my workouts quite a bit, just to spice things up, but I wasn't being super consistent with my lifts outside of a couple major ones. And then starting the 8-week challenge, I got very honed in on certain lifts. It also helped out with a bunch of stability muscles and kind of like body awareness things because I was being more consistent with certain lifts. And I'm happy to say that I am consistently up 7 pounds.
Wow. That's awesome.
Over the last 8 weeks, which is, been amazing. And then I kind of jumped into it after a long break too, from being out of the gym because of COVID. But I'm back at and even above my most consistent weight. And then my lifts are back at the heaviest that they have been, and a lot of them are even heavier.
Awesome. And you mentioned too, I remember on a call that you were feeling a little bit more awareness just like in your shoulder blade.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what I attribute that to, it's kind of multidimensional. So a lot of it was just like, I mean, I was sort of working on some like side stability stuff on my own, but I think one of the biggest breakthroughs was on top of doing that work, because I was being more consistent with my lifts rather than like varying whatever. It allowed me to kind of attune more to what I was using when I was doing those lifts.
Yeah,
so like deadlift, for example, I jumped into a lot kind of sporadically, and I always did deadlifts, but because I'm tracking it and like doing it more consistently, like that's allowed me to really focus on what I'm doing during it.
Cool. Anything else in terms of like the calls or the community that, you know, felt was really beneficial for the challenge on top of obviously the programming and the tracking and the nutrition?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is outside of like going to exercise classes. It's like the first time I've ever done like an online program. And it's kind of cool from an accountability standpoint because, and I think even just like the 8-week time period, or any time period is helpful because it provides like a framework to set your goals within. So having the community has been awesome. And like doing the weekly thing, it feels like you're doing it with other people. And then just being within like the not constraints, but like within the framework of a 8-week period or a certain like specified time period, it allowed me to like really bang out goals and like stay accountable on it. Cause like for me, like it was 4 in-gym workouts a week aside from like the mindfulness stuff and then like the like yoga and then cardio days. So like I knew I just had to get into the gym 4 times, bang it out. And then the next week do it again, but try heavier.
Yeah, totally, dude. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you joined. I'm looking forward to working together in the future and appreciate you for taking part in the community, the challenge, being on the calls. I'm looking forward to creating more results, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Also, side note, I got some banging gym playlists from the 8-week challenge too, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we had some good DJs in the group as well.